thinking that illegal ballots may have been mailed.
So clearly this little skit shows how ridiculous you think the audits are and how you think they're biased. I don't know where you were in 2016 when your party took Trump to trial for 2 years for the election he stole.
Okay, I'm going to try to be nice about this, but were you around in 2016? Do you think the Democrats took Trump to trial for 2 years? The special counsel's investigation, or the Mueller investigation, was started by Trump's Attorney General's office by Rod Rosenstein after Attorney General Jeff Sessions recused himself. And the only reason that the Mueller probe ever happened in the first place is not because Democrats were crying about a rigged election. It's because Trump fired James Comey out of nowhere when he was investigating Russia meddling in the election. And at the time, a call for a special counsel even received bipartisan support from people like Newt Gingrich, who said Mueller, a Republican by the way, was a superb choice. And I've been a huge critic of how much Democrats focus on Russian meddling, but to compare it to these audits is just ridiculous. Seeing as it did happen, we have proof of that, and the special counsel ended up with 199 criminal charges, 37 indictments or guilty pleas, and 5 prison sentences. Not to mention that Don Jr., Jared Kushner, and Paul Manafort all admitted to meeting with officials from the Russian government set up by an oligarch. So, I don't know, maybe if you had like Jen Psaki meeting with officials from Dominion, you might have a better case.
Now, to this day, if you Google Trump's stolen election, all this information comes up. That makes you think he stole it, and that's just some fact.
You know why all that comes up when you type in Donald Trump 2016 election stolen? Because he was the one claiming the election was rigged and they were going to steal it from him. That's exactly what most of the sources you show in the video are talking about. Donald Trump, a rigged election and the politics of race. Donald J. Trump has seized on a new argument to his rally supporters to explain away a possible defeat in November that Democrats are preparing to exploit weaker voting identification laws to win a stolen election through fraudulent voting. Sound familiar? And the other source you show right below it is talking about the exact same thing. Donald Trump, slipping in the polls, warns of stolen election. And on the second page, the top source you show says, here's what we know so far about Russian meddling, which again is a thing we all agree happened, and in the description doesn't even mention Donald Trump. And the only thing that kind of backs up the point you're trying to make is the second source, which is an opinion piece from the Washington Post, which is mostly talking about, again, the Russian hack.
Democratic Party files suit alleging Russia and Trump campaign.
This was a civil lawsuit and had absolutely nothing to do with overturning the election. It was about the DNC hack. The suit asserts that the Russian hacking campaign, combined with the Trump associates' contacts with Russia and the campaign's public cheerleading of the hacks, amounted to an illegal conspiracy to interfere in the election and cause serious damage to the Democratic Party. The suit seeks millions of dollars in compensation to offset the damage it claims the party suffered from the hack. Bottom line, did the Dems go a little overboard with Russian meddling? Sure, but to compare it to what Republicans are doing with over 60 dismissed court cases, audit after audit showing no proof of fraud, and now we have audits run by cyber ninjas, is just ridiculous.